Hello guys, Lego Master Reviews here, and today I'll be doing a review on the LEGO Star Wars set 75388 Jedi Bob Starfighter. This set has 305 pieces and retails for $39.99 in the US. You get 3 minifigures included here, that being the return of the man, the myth, the legend, Jedi Bob here, and I think that's part of the reason this set is so expensive, but I'll get into that a little bit more in this review. We also get an Akbar Trooper here, which is very random, as well as a droid or a gonk droid that is called SRVO or Servo, as the box likes to call him. So very interesting minifigure selection here, and we'll get into all that in a second, but without further ado, let's jump right on into this review. The first minifigure you have to take a look at here is Jedi Bob, obviously, and he just looks amazing. I love like the no printing on the legs there. That's the only time you'd ever hear me say that, but he doesn't have any leg printing on like the official not official minifig, but like the original minifig didn't have leg printing, so it's nice that they didn't give him leg printing here. And speaking of that, he also doesn't have a back torso print because I don't think the original minifig had that either, so it's nice to see them stay accurate to that original minifigure. You can see that the torso is a bit scuffed up to kind of make him look like he's a 22-year-old minifig, and I like that a lot too. You can see like the scuff marks on the tan there, as well as a little bit of the gray, and you can also see his skin there on the torso print, so that's all very nice. And the face print there with that just amazing smile. You can see it's a bit scuffed up too to kind of make him look weathered, so I like that a lot. And he also has a brand new face print, like more of a stern look there. Kind of weird to see Jedi Bob all serious, but he does also have that, and a few scuff marks there as well. But overall, I like that a lot, and you can also see he has his brown hood, and you can also see that he includes his green lightsaber here. Sadly, it's not the chrome hilt that the original minifig came with. I think it would have been really cool if they had done that, but sadly they didn't. And they also have the newer style, like blade color here that doesn't have like the bubbles in it, so that would have been very cool as well. But overall, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I'm still very happy how this minifigure looks, because for the most part, I think it stayed very accurate to the original minifigure. So overall, a fantastic minifigure, and it's definitely the main reason a lot of fans bought this. Next up is the Akbar Trooper, and I really don't know the context behind this guy. I'm just assuming there's a clone army of Admiral Akbar in this like short series or movie, whatever it's supposed to be, and that's like this guy's just one of the like members of the army. But it is very interesting for sure. You can see that he has the torso and legs from like a normal clone trooper. Nothing new, but it does look pretty cool, and you get a nice back torso print as well. And he has a normal Mon Cala head. I'm not sure if that's anything new either, but you can see that the head has some nice printing on there with the eyes and like a little bit of detail on the top of the head. And he also includes a blaster as well, but I do kind of feel like he should have had unique markings, maybe some blue markings represent water, like he was missing an eye or something, like something to make this minifigure feel unique, like maybe a mustache printed on him. But I don't know, I just feel like that would make people like this minifigure a little bit more. While it is still a funny concept and it's kind of a meme, like to build an Akbar army now, I just kind of feel like they should have done something more unique to make people feel like he was more special to the set. And last up here is SRVO or Servo, and he's like a pretty interesting gonk droid. He has a really nice color scheme, but honestly, if they had included droid in this set, I would have rather just been like a nicely printed like new like astromech droid or something. I don't know, I'm just not too impressed by this, and like I would have rather just had like a third exclusive minifigure, but you know, maybe it has a big role in like this show, whatever it's supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, it has a nice color scheme, like the sand blue pieces, and like the green eye is pretty interesting there, as well as this like nice printed piece. But yeah, I mean, it's a gonk droid, really nothing that special. But he does have like a few interesting pieces, and the color scheme is pretty nice. Overall, I could definitely see why some people would be disappointed by this minifigure selection. The gonk droids is kind of random here, and like the Akbar Trooper, while funny, could have been a little bit better with some exclusive prints. But obviously, everyone's getting the set for Jedi Bob. I feel like the set could have included Darth Revan and like a Chrome Stormtrooper, and people would still be more excited for Jedi Bob. So you're definitely getting the set for Jedi Bob, but LEGO definitely could have done better on these two. One thing I noticed while building the set live, and thank you to everyone that showed up to the live stream, but one thing I did notice was that in the instruction booklet, they used the Akbar Trooper as like the character running across the instructions. I don't know why they did that. It's just kind of weird, and obviously it doesn't ruin the set by any means, but I just thought that was kind of a weird detail. Now taking a look at Jedi Bob Starfighter, you can see it has a very clean look to it with all these like red, like the triangle pieces, I guess is what you could call them, but all these like this end piece here, and then even like the end of the ship also has like a really nice like triangle piece to it. And on the other side you also get that as well, and these gray pieces are like look very clean as well, and like the whole aesthetic just looks phenomenal here. Like it looks so clean in my opinion, like just very, very nice. You can see on the end here, you get these two pieces that kind of connect to make that. And you also get a sticker on the front here, which looks pretty cool. But sadly, the whites don't match up very well, so I just kind of wish they would have printed that. And on the side here, these stickers are very hard to line up, and just sadly, it just doesn't look great. And like the grays don't even match up that well either. So unfortunately, it just does not look great, and I just really wish LEGO would have printed that. And you also get stickers on the other side, and they're not identical, which I like a lot too. So yeah, I mean, adds detail, but I just honestly would have rather just had prints. You also get these gray pieces on the side here, which are the same one as these red ones here, but it just looks very clean. That's the whole aesthetic of it. You also get a sticker on the front here, which looks very cool, and you can see there's some nice detail in there, as well as one right here. And this whole section opens up, and inside you'll find a banana, which is pretty funny, as well as some blue milk. Sadly, no printing on the piece at all, but you do get that in there. It just kind of sits there. So you do get like a little bit of like storage, I guess. I don't think you could fit a lightsaber in there, maybe the hilt, but yeah, I mean, just kind of a funny little joke, and maybe it will be something in the show. But flipping the set upside down, you can see it's pretty hollow. It's like any other Jedi Starfighter, but you do get clips here for like your missile, as well as Jedi Bob's lightsaber there, as well as these engines right here, which are connected just there. And you can also see you get this little nub here. Not nub, I don't know what else you would call it, but it just kind of like helps the ship stand up. On the back, you get some engines here, some translucent yellow pieces, which are very nice. You get 3 of them, so that's a very clean look for the ship as well. And on the front here, you get this little section, which kind of looks like a hyperspace thing to me. I don't know, maybe that's what will take it into hyperspace, because the like Jedi Starfighters can't go into hyperspace with like the giant hyperspace rings. So maybe this is just something installed that would do that, but that would be kind of cool in the show. But you can see there's some ice skate pieces in there, as well as more of those yellow translucent pieces, which is very cool, and it's pretty sturdy. It's not going to fall off, so I like that a lot. You can also see you get a landing gear here. It doesn't really do much, I'm not gonna lie. Like you can see, that's what it looks like when it's like out, and when you push it in, you can see that it looks basically the same, just more rest on the wings there, but it is nice to get nonetheless, so I like that a lot. But now I'll show you what the small little cockpit looks like. You can see it's using the normal windshield piece here, and opening it up, you'll find a little headrest for Jedi Bob, as well as some studs to seat him there. Sadly, it does look really weird because there's 2 holes in the bottom there. Like you can see my hand on the other side, just really weird. I feel like they could have just added some pieces there. I don't know. Like obviously, I don't know. It just kind of makes the set feel hollow. But I do like how clean it looks when you close it. Like sometimes the Jedi Starfighters look a bit uneven when the windshield's closed, but this one is pretty smooth, so I like that a lot. But like I said, you get room for Jedi Bob, and it's really easy to set him in there. You just grab his lightsaber, and like I said earlier, there's a clip on the bottom there for his lightsaber, so you just set that there, and then you just take your Jedi Bob minifigure. The cape might get in the way sometimes, but you just set him in there, and he looks really chill in there. You just close that up, and there's Jedi Bob in his Starfighter. So cool, especially since it has the color scheme of that original gunship. So just all around, just looks really phenomenal. And I also forgot to mention that you get some like spring-loaded shooters on the side there with these guns, and you just obviously flick that. That one didn't fire off very well, but you get this one too, and you can see normal flick fire missiles. So overall, with Jedi Bob in there, and like the whole aesthetic of it just looks phenomenal. So I'm just really thrilled to have the Starfighter. I think it's one of my favorites in my collection, if not my favorite, even though it's not even like something that actually appeared in the movies. I love the color scheme. It looks so slick with all these like really nice like triangle pieces, and Jedi Bob just looks so cool in there. I also forgot to mention that this set definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for swooshability. Every Jedi Starfighter should be very swooshable, and this one is no exception. So definitely very swooshable. You can just fly it around everywhere in the air. So very fun, and definitely a 10 out of 10 for swooshability. Overall, $40 for a Starfighter, no matter what character it's for, is overpriced. I mean, for $40, you should be getting like a side build and maybe another minifigure, especially minifigures that are actually exclusive or just have detail. Like, obviously, Jedi Bob is great, and it's a character that fans have long wanted, but still, just another minifigure, a side build would have made the set feel better for $40. And I just feel like a casual fan that has no clue who Jedi Bob is going to see this set on shelves that's $40, so really just a Starfighter and a character they don't know, and is just going to pass on it easily. So this is definitely a set meant for the fans, and I do think it's going to be worth picking up for fans that are actually passionate about Jedi Bob. But as far as like if you don't care about Jedi Bob and just could care less about the whole build of the set, it's not worth it. But I do think the build, as far as like the Starfighter goes, putting price aside, is very nice, and Jedi Bob is just a legend, so it's great to get him. And also forgot to mention that it is very nice that he's in his yellow skin tone. A lot of people worried that they make him flesh tone, but it is very nice that they kept him classic, so I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, just it's a love letter to fans, and I feel like fans would definitely want to pick this one up no matter what the price is. And I just feel like LEGO knew that, and that's why they made this set $40, because it just feels like it should be $35 or just $30, but they knew that people would pay the extra $10 for Jedi Bob. So it's unfortunate, but I do really like the set still, and I would give it a 9 out of 10. Just needed better minifigures, or this minifigures that are actually detailed, and maybe like a side build. But yeah, 9 out of 10. It's a really great set, just slightly overpriced. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of this set, and if you have it, what do you think of it? What do you think of the return of Jedi Bob? And I hope you enjoyed this review and have an incredible day. Bye.